Welcome back to the continuation of the Endwalker MSQ. Maintenance ended extremely early today. I was going to wait another, half hour before we started, but, patch 6.1 just dropped. Oh, and, here we go. What was it at? Pod key. Let's go more down. Start this MSQ. Also, to test out the pod. I'm excited. Brand new adventure time. Okay, where's the pod? Oh, right, adventure plate. We'll get into all of that, later today. Guess I'll favorite this. That's so sweet. It's so sick, dude. It's only 300k MGP too. But here we go, Rising Stones time. MSQ time, baby. Tataru, what's up? Oh, how lovely to see you. Jesus. If you're not in too much of a rush, I was about to make a pot of tea. Would you like a cup? Yeah. Take a seat then, and I'll find us something to nibble on as well. Pretty nice. Really
It's so
nice
much
and...
quieter
Yeah, I
these
was about to
days
say.
without everyone around.
I was about to say.
Not that I'm pining for your return, you understand. I have my sources, and I know that each and every one of you is doing well and keeping busy with your endeavors.
It's true.
Meanwhile, I'm left with a surplus of free time and the question of how to make the most of it. What about you? Any plans for the immediate future?
Yeah, ultimate. We're gonna do the ultimate, that's it. A grand new adventure.
Traveling to the edge of existence and back wasn't enough? Well, if that's the case, I might have a suggestion for you.
Yes? Oh, we love Tataru.
You fought bravely and selflessly, helping those in need and saving our star from unimaginable threats. For your deeds, you've been hailed as the champion of Eorzea and a host of other incredible things. But why not put those titles aside for a while?
That's the plan.
Acquit yourself as a simple adventurer again, and travel the world in search of wonder.
That's a good idea. Yeah, that's a great idea. Where to start? Yeah.
Oh, with so many exciting places to choose from, it's hard to narrow it down. But I believe I have the perfect destination in mind.
Yes.
Thavnair. That's where you should go next.
What's in Thavnair, though?
I doubt you were
Been
able
to
to
Thavnair.
squeeze in a proper tour of Radzatan the last time you were there. What with the burning skies and rampaging monsters and so forth. And I'm sure Vritra would be pleased to see you.
It's true, I haven't
Then
seen
there's the
Vritra in a
bounty
while.
itself. The Empire's presence in the region was always a deterrent to exploration. So if you've a mind to
Corvo's
sail
as well.
that sea, now's your chance. Just think of all the new experiences you could have.
Ah, my boy.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty?
No, I have not. Ooh, maybe that's where the new dungeon
As the
is.
bearer of Azem's crystal, you may consider your duty to see at least that much.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I know that look. That's an adventurer ready to take on the world.
Yeah. What we're gonna go do? Gonna go to the
In
ruins beneath the
anticipation of an
Bounty.
occasion like this, I was planning to gift you a new set of traveling clothes, but it's still a work in progress.
It's alright.
Shouldn't take much longer now, though, so sit tight and I'll have the last few bits sewn up before you can finish another cup of tea.
You're the best, Tataru. Oh, we love Tataru, dude.
Stitch in here and trim in there. Knot the threads with love and care.
That Tataru's grand adventure.
Just a little more to go. I'm sure you're still brimming with excitement.
All of Tataru's clothes look really
I
sick
run
too.
with the
So.
needle. See how the fabric surrenders
God.
to my whims.
Little psychopath.
Don't worry. I'll make sure the lining has plenty of pockets for all your little treasures. I swear adventurers are worse than children when it comes to hoarding every feather and leaf and animal hide they come across.
This is nice. I'm about to fall asleep.
Oh, we mustn't forget the waterproofing. Gods forbid you forget to disrobe before plunging into the sea, or a river, or a piping hot bath.
Ooh. Ooh, we're getting a little vision here. It's Xenos' avatar, isn't it? It looks like it. Obviously Xenos is dead, but his avatar is still a thing.
And thus I am returned.
Return to the void? Yeah. Looks like it. You found adventure. Let's go. No, I'm not going to do, you know, the entire MSQ today. We're going to pace ourselves. 4 months between patches now. Ah, slept Sarah.
Ah, you're awake.
That I am.
My apologies. I do get a little carried away with my sewing. You seem awfully cheerful. Pleasant dream? Or are you just looking forward to the next chapter of your grand saga?
Dream was more of a nightmare, but yeah.
Either way, I
excited.
promise to provide you with new apparel, and so I shall. If you'll accompany me to the Diamond Forge, we can put the finishing touches on your outfit. Shall we?
Yep. The Diamond Forge. Which I don't actually know where it is. It is in Mordor. Alright. Is that up near our wings? About to get some more clothes from Tataru. Let's see what they are. Sounds a bit too big. Let's actually swap this around again. Observe as the artist refines her piece into a masterpiece. And no napping this time. I only need a moment. You'll see. A little more room in the shoulders. Open up the cuffs. A final adjustment. All done. Let's see how it looks on the mannequin. Ooh! Well, what do you think? Doesn't it just scream ready for a bold new adventure? Hell yeah. I'm so glad you approve. I do. You've done yourself, Tataru. What? Yeah, she's probably gonna ask for some payment. All I ask is that you wear this on your travels. Or at least anywhere lots of adventures might gather. They'll look at you, a famous hero, and wonder, wherever did he purchase those stylish yet practical garments? And before you know, hordes of new customers will be climbing over each other to place orders at Taru's boutique. Mwahaha, I can hear it now. The merry clink clink of gilt overflowing from my coffers. Sweet music to my ears. Alright, time to glamour. Urging merchant empires aside, you must be excited to start a fresh chapter of your life. New places to go, new people to meet. I often wonder how you remember all your experiences and exploits without taking at least a few notes. Oh, maybe you should start doing just that. You never know when some odd past detail might become relevant. Or if one day you'll take a blow to the head and forget the better part of the past decade. Something to keep in mind in any case. This is the encyclopedia. Yeah. The Unending Codex, that one. It's Tataru. Zions, the final days. Sweet. Final days. They'll probably be expanded on in the future. Sweet. Glamour time. I don't think there was a headpiece for him. No. Hands. No. No, those. Those are for Emelians. There was this one. And I think there was a choker as well. Sick. Let's. Oh. Sheesh. Bountiful ruins beneath the bounty. As the former receptionist and sometimes intelligence gatherer of the Sirens, allow me to offer you a word of advice. Do not expect juicy rumors to simply fall into your lap. Adventurers rely on gossip, and the best place to pick up information are taverns and markets. At present, you only have a broad destination in mind. When you arrive in Thavner, I suggest you explore your options at Merhide's Mayhem, the finest drinking establishment in Radzahan. Charm the employees, and they'll not only point you in the direction of the local tale tellers, but also share with you the tricks for loosening their tongues. Now, I really must be getting back to running my boutique. Enjoy the journey, Kirby, and may fair the fortune find you. We're actually going to... yeah, we'll go there immediately, actually. Just want to check how many nuts I have. 3,160. Pretty close. Apparently there's an amount you can get for nuts now. That will cost 3,400. So, I'll be there. We'll just open it up there. Middle. Welcome to Merhide's Mayhem. Oh, hello. I did not recognize you at first. Are you here alone? Let me find you a table. Ruins beneath the bounty? Would you be speaking of the sunken treasure vault? We have one regular, a historian in fact, who could tell you all about it. Ah, there he is. Professor Charlene. I thought I saw him come in. Although a somewhat private sort, the Professor is quick to befriend those who share his fondness for the Mayhane's unique beverages. Offer him any drink from our selection, and he should happily share everything he knows about the vault you seek, and a few other odd bits besides. Whatever you buy for him is on the house, by the way. If Merhide found out I took coin from Thavner's savior, she would have me scrubbing pots for a week. Merhide. Right. Let's get him a drink. Yes. From the infinite biscuit. Right. And what may I do for you, my Elysian friend? I want to ask you about the sunken vault and the bounty. No. How about a drink? Well, I certainly wouldn't say no to a drink freely offered. Here we are, one of Merhide's finest. Enjoy. Oh, lovely. Bottoms up. Charlene empties the cup in a single pull. That was very kind of you, sir. But I know when I'm being softened up. What is it that you want from me? Oh, chasing down that old tale, are ya? It does seem to appeal to the adventurers at heart. Now, where to begin? Might I assume you've heard of Elzadale? He was the Khan of the old tribe which sailed to Thavner from the mainland, and a key figure in the history of Radzahan. His decision to aid the Oxidora is what ultimately won them the war against the Gaisura. thus allowing our predecessors to lay the foundation for this thriving city-state. The truly fascinating stories, however, concern his grandson, Elzadal III, who is known for his deeds of side-trapping rods at Hart's earlier days. Some attest that this man traveled to another world entirely and returned with glittering riches. Others say he brokered an alliance with a certain worm of the first brood. Then there is the tale of the sunken vault, the one you seem most curious about. According to this legend, Alzadal III claimed a small island somewhere in the middle of the bounty. There, he built a structure reaching clear to the bottom of the sea, a deep and secret storehouse, and all locked his worldly wealth within. In the centuries since, whenever a natural disaster or hardship fell brides at home, folk would remember that tale of hidden treasure. Hearty souls would set out to claim their fortune. Precious few ever made it home. Would you like to hear more? Apologies, I have a slight tickle. Oh, here's my cup appears to be empty. Another round. Let's go. Give the info. Come on. I see we've reached an understanding. You're a sharp one, adventurer. Who's monkey? Another for the professor. Oh, today was a splendid day to visit the Mayhem. Jarleen gulps down his newest drink with gusto. Where were we? Those who did return from seeking the treasure vault refused. I mean, flatly refused to speak of what they saw. This discouraged others? Nay, quite the opposite. Such accounts only served to feed the legend, and the golden lure grew stronger than ever before. That reminds me of something Ozam was saying. Ozam is a fellow connoisseur of spirituous potables. Yes, he is. Anyway, he was saying that one of his acquaintances went after the treasure himself. Hasn't been seen since he set sail. I hear, but he did have. Nah, I can say no more. You seem a generous sort. What kind of man would I be to encourage what is clearly a foolhardy quest? If my word sent you to your death, I could never live with myself. I went to the end of the universe, my guy. We're all Gucci. Is that so? Well, perhaps it's your turn to tell the tale then. What manner of dangers have you faced? The very edge of existence. From anyone else, I'd struggle to believe it. But I recognize you now. You're the hero of the final days. A drink. I need another drink to settle my nerves. Milil, more of the same, if you please. As you wish, but this one is on your coin, Professor. Jelly drains yet another cup dry. He's pretty wasted. Anyway, you being who you are, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to share a little more. This friend of ours, he was desperate to buy a treasure map, one which showed the way to the entrance of the vault. It seems he could only get it from some merchant. What's his name? I forget. Let's I'll drink a toast to you, my new best friend. A little more drinks. I say nothing. Be right with you. Good drink, sir. Oh, marvelous. I am blessed. Jarlington throws back yet another cup. He's so gone. What are we talking about? Ozma? You want to know where Ozma is? Around this time, he's often at the usual place. At the usual place? Let's be over there. At the usual place. Hmm? There he is. Yes, I am Ozma. And who might you be? Oh, true, I'm afraid. My friend took a ship out in search of Al-Zadal's legacy, and I've been watching for his sails ever since. I tried to dissuade him, of course, but he refused to listen. All he could talk about was finding that vault. And that look in his eyes. I knew it wasn't common gold or jewels he lusted after. He was hunting Al-Zadal III's otherworldly hoard, and his ambition would not be denied. I see it in you too, that appetite for the mysterious and the unknown. I will not attempt to turn you from your path. I know too well the futility of that endeavor. So I will treat you what my friend told me. I will tell you what my friend told me. How he convinced a merchant in the bazaar to give him the rough location of the vault's entrance. It seems this merchant, one Zashal, I believe, is selling a map which shows the exact route, but my friend's purse was too light for its exorbitant price. With what meager wealth he had, he instead paid to learn that there are ruins on a small island somewhere in the bounty. And within those ruins hides the path to the vault deep below. If you truly intend on seeking Al-Zadal's treasure, I suggest you put your affairs in order. I wish things were different, but I do not believe my friend is ever coming home.
Please, Ashal, please! You must let me have that treasure map!
What's all this about?
My mother and father were slaughtered by monsters. My baby sister, still too young to fend for herself. Can you spare us no kindness? So, you hope to find your fortune? And what? You expect me to surrender my wares for pity's sake? What have you to offer in payment? As I thought. Come back when you've more than rags to your name.
Yeah, I'm pretty rich.
This is no mere treasure map. It is a guide to the vaults of Al-Zadal III, one of the great satraps of Radzat Han, and a direct descendant of Al-Zadal Khan.
A map to Al-Zadal's legacy?
So he says. A fake, I'd wager.
Probably.
This is no fake. The parchment is marked with an arcane glyph of passage. You may find the ruins hidden in the bounty, but you won't be setting foot inside without this in your possession. A priceless artifact it is, discovered amongst the rubble in the aftermath of the final days, and lovingly restored by yours truly. This map is the key to fabulous riches, and I'll be the king of fools to simply give it away. Be glad I am no such king boy. Your scrawny-eyed would never return with that treasure alive.
Oh, cruel fate! Why must you tempt me with wealth I am powerless to claim? How I shall envy the one who purchases that precious map! Whatever they pay will be but pittance against the golden hoards they stand to uncover.
Is that kid in on the scam? Estinian.
What of you, sir? Fighting man of your stature would surely relish the challenge of recovering Alzadal's lost fortune.
A fortune, you say?
If I had but the strength to seize that treasure, my starving sister would never want for food.
I'll take it. Will this cover the price?
Oh, sheesh. Estinian hasn't seen me yet.
Well met, my friend.
There we are. What's up, buddy? Sheesh. Turn that off.
Someone is dressed for adventure. But why Thavner of all places? Knowing you, I suspect there's more to your plans than sightseeing and shopping.
Yeah, I mean, you're holding it in your hand right now, my guy.
Ruins beneath the bounty. Curious. And here I've acquired a map to just such a site.
Oh, really? I didn't notice.
With that sale, I do believe I've earned the rest of the day off. Thank you for your patronage, sir, but if you'll excuse me.
You needn't mind us.
Oh no, it is. It's a complete fake, isn't it? I forgot. Estinian's a fucking idiot.
And now I've fleeced one of the heroes of the final days. Pray the sisters were looking elsewhere.
Yeah, there we go.
This map may or may not be genuine. Either way, we'll need a ship to find out for sure.
Yeah, yeah. You seem to be eager.
Lest you misunderstand, I seek the treasure not for myself. If such a fortune truly exists, then it could help ease the struggles of those who lost their loved ones in the final days.
Yeah, it's true. Classic Estinian.
I hope to do for Thavner what you and Alphino did for the Alamegans when you recovered the Mad King's
Yeah.
trove.
I was just thinking of that before.
Come now. You know Alphino needs little encouragement when it comes to recounting the tales of your shared exploits. Speaking of precocious lads, that boy in the bazaar was clearly an accomplice of the merchant.
Well, he's learning.
Suppose his role was to draw the attention of the crowd and add weight to the merchant's bold claims.
Yeah.
Transparent act for the most part. It was not all mummery. The need to provide for his sister rang true enough. Thus, if some portion of the profits end up in that waif's pockets, then I will consider it money well spent, whether the map leads us to the vault or not.
That's nice. Although you did just get fleeced.
You are coming along, yes?
Yeah. Naturally. Let's go.
I thought as much. Now, let's see about securing a vessel.
Stay there, buddy. Let us do it. Just stay right there. Play my housing. Okay. What's up, Steam? You will recall I spoke of visiting Fabner at Breacher's request. Well, he finally invited me to a feast, and made his proposal once I was too full of harnish delights to refuse. He wishes me to train the Radiant host in man's work. But that is a tale for another time. What we need now is a merchant or a trawler with a ship fit for the open seas. Marcher is a fisherman by trade, yes? We should head to Archiali and see if he can help us. Good idea. We can go to, I guess it's close enough to Yedlihmark. Ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum. Actually, yeah. My friends, what brings you to our humble village? So, you need a seaworthy vessel to seek these ruins. Considering it was your deeds which allowed us to return to fishing, I should think everyone would be glad for a chance to repay the favor. Wait here, and I will have a boat stocked and ready for you in no time at all. This little bitch. I'm telling you, just stay right there. Have you noticed our little shadow? He's been following us since we left the city. Yeah. We see you there, boy. Show yourself. Ah, so it is you. Do you know how far out of our way we walked so that you'd not cross paths with some wild beast? I'm sorry, sir, but aren't you the heroes who saved Babner? You are. I know you are. And I've gone and cheated you. I work with Zashal, you see, the map merchant. It's my job to play the pleading orphan and convince the crowd his wares are not worth the price he asks. I'm ashamed of what I've done and beg for your forgiveness. If not for you, my sister and I would never have, well, would be... Enough. I know your game, and I paid the price willingly. A fortunate purchase, as it turns out. But my friend here was seeking those very ruins. You are kind to overlook the wrongs I have done you, but there is more you need to know. The map you bought is very real, as is the island it shows. I overheard Zashal selling the information to another customer. Told that man where he needed to search, about the ruins, about the vault, about everything. Then the man sailed out to find his fortune, never to return. Cannot go alone to that place. You should have more friends with you, maybe even a whole army. I do not doubt the ruins hold danger, but I assure you, between the two of us, there is little we cannot overcome. True. Please, I cannot bear the thought of yeah, we can invite the rest of them. Sure, why not? I don't really want to bother them though. That we could, and assuming we do find this treasure hoard, it may prove wise to have more hands along for the carry. Any ideas on whom to approach? Signs have scattered far and wide since our last gathering. Thancred and Urianger could be good, sure, but Elfno and Elza are busy in Garlemald, so I'm not gonna bother them. Graha and Cryo, they're helping out the Beldesian Annex. I think Ishtal is relatively free. Ishtola? Her magics would be a welcome addition, aye, but I am loath to interrupt her research. Oh, she's sitting in a cave. Mayhap we could ask a less prickly companion. Thancred. Let's get Thancred then. Thancred and Urianger. Thancred and Urianger, eh? Those two would answer our call certainly, but they left the Rising Stones with a definite task in mind. I am loath to interrupt their self-appointed mission. Elfino and Alizé are very busy right now. Let's see if Graha and Cryo want to come on. Graha's always down. Right. Cryo may have her hands full rebuilding the students, but if you reach out to Graha, he'll surely leap at the invitation. Yeah, true. Did that set your mind at ease? Yes, if that man is as strong as you. Is he strong? Is he though? Strong, I mean? Yeah. He's pretty good. What is your name, boy? Mayrod, sir. Well, Mayrod, your life is yours to live as you will. But I suggest you find a more honest trade if you truly wish to keep your sister safe. I'm not proud of what I do. But what choice do I have? We need to eat, and everyone's too busy rebuilding their own lives to bother with two grubby orphans. Wait, boy. I didn't take this roundabout road just to see you end up in some creature's belly. Let me walk you back to the city gates. Thank you, sir. Call me Estinian. Okay, I'll go grab Graha now then. I shall leave you to recruit Graha. He'll appreciate the invitation that much more, I'm sure. As I recall, he was based at the Annex. Someone there ought to be able to point you in the right direction. Yeah. Let's be off to Mayrod. Do me a favor and don't stray from the path. There's a lot of people in Tataro's clothes. Going off to get Graha. Oh, look who it is. Welcome back, baby. What might the students do for you? Graha? Yes, he's in the main hall with Mistress Crab. They've been holed up in there for days. By all means, going to give them an excuse to take a break.
Ah, Ojika, my good man. Would you be so kind as
Oh,
to...
what's up? What's up, buddy?
Oh, isn't this a pleasant surprise?
What's up, Crow?
I wish you had sent word ahead. I thought I was having visions for a moment there.
How's the restoration of the students coming along?
Slow and steady. Raha and I have been compiling old records of the students' activities. We located several accounts in the archives of Numenon and added them to the collection we recovered from the Isle of Val.
And judging by the progress we've made thus far, sorting this pile will keep us occupied for days to come. But what brings you to the Annex, my friend? Surely you haven't come all this way just to watch us shuffle dusty papers around?
I have not.
The treasure vault of Alzadal III.
And you're looking for companions to join you on this expedition?
Yes. Mika, would you like to come?
I would dearly love to accompany you, of course, but I'm afraid I'm committed to another task. On the subject of which, I had hoped to ask for your assistance.
Oh my god. What? Yeah. Of course.
Then again, it's not so urgent that it can't wait until you've returned.
He's about to
You should
explode.
go, Raha. I'll stay here and mind the shop, as it were.
He's about to explode, alright?
Are you sure? I'd hate to leave you short-handed.
I'm sure. Just try to be back before too many moons have passed.
Well, I guess we're off on another adventure already.
Yes.
Have you asked anyone else to come along?
Yes, Stinian.
Then might I suggest we invite your Stola?
That's what I said. Said that.
Ever since the Scions disbanded, she's spent most of her time cloistered within the Great Gooble Library, hoping to piece together a method to traverse the rift. It would seem, however, that whatever wisdom she sought there was not to be found. She arrived in Charlian the other day. We spoke briefly before she began her search of Numenon.
Wait, so she's
Considering
here?
what you've told us of Alzadal's extraordinary feats, I do believe your Stola would be more than interested to hear what you have to say. Splendid! Then let us head to the archives at once.
Wait, before you
Let's.
go. I have another potential member to volunteer, if you've room to spare. Urianger.
We're kind of full now, though.
He sent the students a request for materials, you see. Treatises on the architecture of treasure vaults and the like.
Maybe he would be useful. So
From
if we're
what I can
taking
gather,
a
the
Stinian,
Lockerites
we've got
are
a
looking to
party
make
already.
improvements to their own creation and wish to learn more about how we build things down here. So, why not take Urianger with you? Let him study Alzadal's legacy firsthand.
None can deny the benefit of seeing something with your own eyes. If our expedition leader has no objections, I say we extend Urianger an invitation once we've spoken with your Stola.
Yep. Let's do it. Is that Garuda?
Safe
On the wall
travels,
there?
you two. But don't forget, I'd still like your help with that other matter I mentioned.
Yeah. Sure.
Right.
When we get
Then
back.
it's off to the library.
So that's the extreme. Of course, that's fish quest. Where's Emeliance's custom deliveries at? Then they'd be up there. I'll find him. Maybe locked for now. Where is she? Shayla. What's up? Oh, she's asleep. Aww.
I've never known your Stola to doze off in the middle of research before.
She's gonna wake up and I'm just there.
Close my eyes for one moment.
Oh god.
Ow!
Oh my god.
How long have you two been here?
Long enough. We didn't want to wake you.
Nor did I want to fall asleep. I must have been studying for 2-3 days straight before exhaustion finally claimed me. As you know, I've been researching ways to travel from the source to one of its reflections. Well, looking for hints at least. I don't expect to find a simple set of instructions tucked away in some dark corner of the library. So I've been skimming through the stacks, hoping to uncover even a partial mention of any similar feats in the past.
Any luck?
A means to travel between worlds exists, and you can be sure I will find a way to employ it. So I promised Runar, but 'twould seem I've set myself a nigh impossible task.
Ah, forget Runa.
You needn't be so hard on yourself.
I'm here.
The leap I made with the Crystal Tower was not achieved in an afternoon. It was the culmination of a collective effort spanning generations.
Oh, you think me discouraged? I assure you, 'tis quite the opposite. A daunting challenge and the time to sink my teeth into it. I feel like a fresh-faced student again.
A scholar in her element.
Indeed. Was there something else you wish to ask of me? Alzadal is no minor figure in Harnish history, and much is known about his family. But this is the first I've heard of a descendant surviving a trip to another world. If those tales are true, then he may have left behind some clue as to how it was accomplished. An invitation to delve into one of the world's lingering mysteries. As if I could refuse.
Wait.
And whence do we embark upon this expedition?
Achiali, by ship. But before that, we thought to extend an invitation to Urianger as well. He was in Thalmazane, last we heard.
Then by all means, let us recruit him, and be on our way.
So my question is, if Ishtal is blind, how does she read? So Right, and I need to check this audio. Looks all good. So, small audio issue. Up around you.
Ah, our illustrious champion. Cloaked in the mantle of the common explorer, fame set aside in thy pursuit of simple adventure. I am told a new expedition is in the offing.
Wasn't Thancred with you?
He left to attend to some personal errand, but should be returning ere long.
You've been keeping yourself busy, I trust?
True to our plan, Thancred and I embarked upon a pilgrimage of sorts, with an eye for gauging the state of those lands through which we passed. Our travels were interrupted, however, by a request for aid from our befurred lunar allies.
Ah.
As you may recall, the Loporrits had been seeking new purpose for the moon, another role through which it might serve to benefit mankind. The Forum hath been working to advise them in this endeavor, but I return to offer mine own counsel.
And this has what to do with treasure vaults, exactly?
Ah, you have learned of my predicament from Mistress Cryle. I know not whence they acquired such knowledge, but the Loporrits now stand convinced that adventurers delight in treasure hunts.
Sure. There's the Excitotron, so yeah.
Thus, with their newly built wonderland of riches and mystery,
The Excitotron, yeah.
do they hope to entice all manner of daring delvers to the moon? So earnest and innocent was their desire to bring joy to the world that I found myself powerless to refuse them my cooperation. But what of you, my friends? Why are you come to Labyrinthos?
You want to go on a treasure hunt?
This is indeed a most fortuitous opportunity. I should be honored to accept thine invitation. How long hath it been, I wonder, when last our actions were not impelled by fate or desperation?
So far.
Aye. Though I cherish the Scion's accomplishments, 'tis pleasant to not have the weight of the world upon our shoulders for a change.
Counting Istinian, we number 5 now, yes? Without knowing what traps or perils await unwary feet, we may be wise to refrain from recruiting others.
I agree. Between us, we should have the skills to handle whatever situation may arise. Shall we be on our way?
What, no time to spare a word for the grizzled old bard?
What's up, Thancred?
All is well, I trust?
A wasted trip, I'm afraid. I'd hoped to catch up with a former mentor while you parleyed with the rabbits, but it seems our paths were not to cross.
You're looking well.
That's because we didn't travel by experimental aetherite. It's astounding what a lack of nausea does for one's sense of well-being. In any case, as we made our way around Ilzabard, we saw that much of the continent was in various stages of chaos. A certain amount of disorder is to be expected. The final days are over, and the people no longer have a common threat binding them together. That's the thing with these fledgling troubles, eh? You need to keep an eye out, lest they mature into full-grown headaches. So, for what reason have so many esteemed personages seen fit to gather?
Going on a treasure hunt.
Beneath the waters of the Bounty, you say? I see you've already stolen away my traveling partner with the promise of unexplored ruins and scholarly glory.
Nay, 'tis not for mine own indulgence, but rather the fulfillment of my commitment to the Loporrits.
Ah, of course. And if you have Estinian rounding out your group, you'll likely have all the members you need.
Yeah. Sorry,
Feeling left
buddy.
out? I could put in a good word for you, if you like.
We may have been released from our obligations, but I'll never be free of that merciless wit of yours, will I? In all seriousness, 'tis best I sit this one out. Too many former scions consorting with one another might be seen as a cause for concern in certain quarters. I'll return to my usual reconnaissance and scout out the situation in the Far East. Feel free to share if you come across any interesting revelations. Till we meet again.
Shall we also hasten our departure? Sir Estinian will wonder what hath become of us.
Off to Akyali again. Very nice. I send you to recruit Graha and you return with an entire survey party. Oh yeah. About that. I hope March's boat is sturdy enough to carry us all. What he means is we are grateful for the use of one of your precious fishing vessels. We are more than glad for the chance to provide it. I ask only that you take care to steer clear of the reefs in the shallows there. We will keep an eye out. I'm not really in the need for food. And that's where I'll end this first part, and I guess we'll get started again shortly, the second. Until then, I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.